Greetings from the University of Mississippi's world-class teaching program. This quick informational video is to show you the online candidates how to utilize WCTP 601 to best benefit you. Let's get started. As an online candidate, this course is your curriculum and was created specifically for you. The very first thing you want to do is to complete the Start Here. You will see the National Board Survivor Guide and the WCTP at a glance. Print out both of these. You will need hard copies. The Survivor Guide is like a mentoring handbook for candidates, and the at a glance is actually a table of contents for this course. So it's a really good way to see everything that's available. Down below this, you will see an explanation of the differences in candidates that use this. Let's take a moment and look at how it's used for online candidates. And you will see this. There is an online mentoring protocol in the Survival Handbook. The first thing you're going to do is you will submit a timeline to your mentor. They need to know which components you are completing, and I'll show you where that is in a moment. And this is very important. This is your curriculum. It's not suggested but required for our online candidates. Online Mentor is taken very seriously at Ole Miss. In order for it to be effective and productive, the candidates and the mentors both have to work together and follow a certain protocol. Online mentoring is not you working independently and completing your commentary and emailing it to the mentor and them sending you back comments. That will not lead to certification in most cases. Instead, what it is there are components, modules that you will complete with assignments. Only submit assignments to your mentor as they are laid out in the modules. We'll look at an example in a moment. Mentors will complete the feedback forms that have been created to match those assignments, and they will return them to you. Assignments that do not follow this format will not be read and will be returned to you. If we change the way online mentoring is set up, we are doing a disservice to you, the candidate. We want you to have the best shot at certification. So for that reason, it's set up specifically this way. Also, if you do want to meet with your mentor, there is a Zoom module where you can hang out online and meet face-to-face. And we do want you to email your mentor regularly. You two guys should be in communication bi-weekly. Take notice, electronic mentors will not begin until September, and they go from September to May. This is the way the course is set up. Start here. We have a module for each component. Then we have some additional modules that we'll take a look at. Password expiration. This is very significant. The entire University of Mississippi's faculty, staff, and students follow the same protocol for updating their password every 90 days. It is simple and it takes less than a minute, and the WCTP cannot update your password for you. So make sure you print this out and understand how to update your password. We also have a link on our WCTP 601 link on our homepage that can help you with that as well. Make sure your technology works. If you have any problems, contact the help desk at Ole Miss. Go ahead and add a picture if you would like. Okay, then let's get started. After you've done that, you will go over to preparing for national boards. This is especially significant if you did not attend a summer standard workshop. Do not skip this. As an online candidate, you can't skip any of this, guys. You've got to do it all. Read through your components. We have these really neat little one-page graphics for each component that answers the question, what do I need to do? So print it out, write your certificate name, write the age range that's covered in your certificate, and keep this nearby. It will help you tremendously. You'll see, again, there's some blanks on several of them. So the way this course is individualized for your certificate, you will see examples from various certificates throughout the modules. You are always prompted to have your own certificate out in front of you when you do that. So that's how this course works. It works really well that way. Underneath that, you've got your candidate's toolbox. This is located on the WCTP homepage. The National Board has a ton of documents. They are hard to find, so we've got them all located for you in the toolbox. Quick way to get there. And then this is going to tell you a little bit about each one of these important documents. You can come back and read this a little bit later. Here you've got your suggested timelines. You will be required to submit this to your mentor so they'll know how to help you. Notice we always have the test last because the test is 40% of your score and it is the most challenging component. Therefore, we want to prepare for it. Then you have timelines for what you should be doing in the summer, the fall. It's month by month. Teachers have requested this for a long time. I feel like this will help tremendously. Then underneath that, we do have some information, financial information for you as well. Okay, that is preparing for National Board certification. Component commonalities. These are the things that you should do for components 2, 3, and 4 before you begin any of the components. And just because you've done it for component 2 doesn't mean you can skip it for component 3. You cannot, because it's going to look different for component 3. So make sure you work your way through component commonalities. The key to certification is planning, and the more you know about it before you begin, the better off you will do. It's so essential that you have a standard organizer. It takes 30 minutes to do. It is not something you should skip. You're scored by the standards, therefore, you want to be ready for it. So read through your component commonalities. Then you have component 1, which is your assessment. And let me point out something important about component 1. You do have 5 assignments laid out here. Now, you do not submit any of these assignments to your mentor. You have contact through your mentor through email anytime. So by all means, if you have any questions, always ask if they have any resources that they can share with you as well. But you'll work your way through this component. You see you're going to create an assessment notebook, and this is something that you should start right away. It should be the very first thing you work on, whether you've paid for it this year or not. You definitely want to create a notebook to study, and there's instructions on how and why to do that. You also have an online tutorial that you want to use. So just make sure you take the time to work your way through component 1. You click the little house up here, it takes you back to the home page. Now I'm going to pull up component 3 because components 2, 3, and 4 are all designed the same way. When you pull up component 3, the first thing you're going to see laid out on the first page are your assignments. You will submit 5 assignments to your online mentor. They will provide an email and you will email them through there. You do not submit anything through Blackboard, okay? You will submit videos. You will have to use Google Drive for that. Don't worry. I have tutorials and how to do all of that listed in this component. But again, you must follow this format. Now, it is not required a certain time. You set the time, but stay in contact with your mentor, okay? If you have questions about assignment, ask before you submit it. You will begin every component with a planning document. We don't want you working on your own and headed down the wrong path. We want your mentors to know and look at what you're planning to do prior to doing it. So this is set up really well. So you will work your way through. The components are going to take you through all the forms. It's going to have information built in to help build your teaching skills and to help with anything that you might need refreshers on. All the assignments are grouped together down here at the end. So once you complete assignment 1, like here's assignment 1. After you get through with that, then you would go to assignment 2. Assignment 2 is going to be your first video packet. You may very well want to back up and look at something. It's designed to where you can do that. So that is how each component works. And again, just take your time and work through this. So that is components 2, 3, and 4. Then we have this module for advanced candidates and candidates who are retaking a component. and scoring. It would be great to look at before you ever begin. Begin with the end in mind, your teacher, so you definitely understand rubrics and everything. And this is here to help you analyze your score. Very important to identify what you've done wrong before you go again, or you could very well make the same mistake. And this module will help you with that. Then we have the electronic submission. You really won't have to worry about this until the spring. Just be aware that it's here. Work your way through it. Teachers get nervous about this, but I promise you, if you work your way through this, these video tutorials are phenomenal. All sorts of information about how to scan, how to compress, how to convert, all of that is here for you. It's all provided by the National Board. Here is Zoom. Spoke about this a while ago. If you decide you do want to meet with your mentor online, you guys can have a Zoom meeting. This is very user-friendly, works wonderful. That's me. I'm sorry. But there you go, Zoom. Then you have a link to our home page. This is our think tank. This is a discussion board. So you can join in the conversation or meet other people. Some people use it, some people don't. Then we have resources. These are all the resources that I have found out there that are in addition to the candidate resources provided by the National Board and that I've purchased from other places. We endorse some of them. I will tell you on it whether I endorse it or not. I will tell you if I don't know anything about it, but it's up to you. But please read through this. There are some very meaningful resources. Journey, when you need a little bit of encouragement, here you go. And then mentors, but I want to show you this too. Your mentors' feedback forms, they align with your assignments. So it's very important that you complete your assignments that way because their feedback forms align with it. But if you have another friend that you want to read for you as well, all you have to do is go here and you can print out the same feedback forms and provide them to a friend of yours that you would like to read for you too. See, there you go. You might even want to use them to check yourself. I've read for people before in using these forms, and lots of times teachers skip things and they don't even realize they skip a question, but this is really good. So it's there. You can use it as well. And back to the home, and that's it. If you have any questions, if you need me, email me as well. But best of luck, and just keep your head in WCTP 601 and stay in contact with your mentor.